my name's Tammy. I'm a health visitor with the Armagh Health Visiting Team, and I'm going to answer some questions parents have about vaccinating their babies and young children.
Are vaccines safe?
So vaccines in the UK are thoroughly tested and they must meet quite a strict criteria before they are released. There's also a process of monitoring of vaccines in the UK.
I heard vaccines aren't that effective. Is it worth getting them?
So vaccines are highly effective. We know that vaccination has prevented death, serious complications, hospitalisations and disability in people of all ages. We also know that thanks to vaccination, we no longer see things like smallpox, and polio has nearly been eradicated, all thanks to vaccine.
How long did the protection from vaccines last?
So how long do vaccines last? It just depends on the type of vaccine that's given. Vaccines are given at an age when the particular infection or illness can peak. So for example, with meningitis B, it's given before the age of 1 because that's when we would see most cases of that.
Are there any side effects after the vaccination?
So are there any side effects from vaccination? Yes, there can be for some babies. Common side effects include redness, swelling, tenderness over the injection site. Sometimes it can be a wee red raised lump over the injection site. For most babies, this disappears in a few days and doesn't require medical intervention, and it's very common.
Can I wait for an outbreak to occur before getting my child vaccinated?
So you're better off getting your little one vaccinated at the recommended time because this will provide the best direct protection for your child. Some vaccines also take a few weeks to work, so it's definitely recommended that you don't wait for an outbreak.
Can I still vaccinate my child if he's unwell?
Can you vaccinate your little one if he's unwell? It just depends on how unwell he is. If it's a common cold, then absolutely go ahead and vaccinate at the recommended age. If your little one has a temperature, then no, hold off until he is fully recovered and then get him vaccinated as soon as possible afterwards. If in doubt and you're just not sure, speak to your practice nurse, your GP or your health visitor.
My baby was born prematurely. Is it okay for him to get the vaccine at the recommended age?
Can your premature baby receive his vaccinations? Yes, absolutely. It's important your premature baby gets his vaccinations at the recommended age. And that's 8 weeks from the birth of your baby, and that's irrespective of how premature he was. The reason for this is that he has an extra risk factor just because he was born prematurely. So his immune system might not be as well developed as a term baby, and that natural immunity that babies receive from mum might be a wee bit less because your baby was premature.
What happens if I decide not to get my child vaccinated but later change my mind?
So can you change your mind? It's always best to get your little one vaccinated when the vaccinations are offered. What you can do though, if you change your mind, contact your GP and find out what your little one is entitled to because it's age dependent on what is available.
What vaccines are free for my baby on the NHS?
So what vaccines are free on the NHS? It really just depends on the age of your child. There is a vaccine calculator on the NHS website, which is NHS UK, and that can let you know what your child is entitled to at the age that they are. So I hope this clarifies some issues on vaccinating children and young babies. If you do feel you need some advice, you can always contact your GP, your practice nurse or your health visitor, or you can check out NHS UK.